guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Housewife Historian, and today I have a special guest for you guys. So excited, Housewives and Chit Chat. I love when she comes over to our channel. She is so knowledgeable, everything Housewives. She's YouTubing, podcasting, about to be podcasting. So she's been a busy gal, and we're appreciative she made time for us today. But we'll introduce
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Tell us what you've been up to. I know you're like really busy. You got a new set behind you. I love it so much.
Thank you. I don't even know. I just want to say, who freaking knew, right? Like, who knew that the Bravo girls could keep you this busy? I have a new show here on YouTube, Monsters and Critics on YouTube. It is called The Real Housewives Rewind, and that is where I give my more like longer form content. You know, I'm a TikToker, so everybody in my comments is always like, I want more, I want more. So this is the Real Housewives Rewind, and we get into, everything the show, just longer takes, a little bit deeper dive. You've been on there. We've had the Pink Mark from the Pink Box. Giorgio Says was just on Talking Jersey. So we do all of that there, and then I've got a new podcast coming, and that's going to kind of be like the other side of the Housewives, right? Like, we know that there's more to them than what we get to see on the show, and some of them have brands that people don't know about and all that. So we'll get to like the real side of them over there. So that's coming soon.
I love that. That's a really great idea. I feel like people love Bravo and they're always trying to like think of an idea, like a different angle. And I feel like you're onto something with that, especially with the brands. Like, I feel like the Housewives will cooperate with you too, because they want you to cover their brand,
Right, of course. And that's what we're hoping for. So that's going to be a collab that I'll be announcing with all of the details really soon. But that is coming, and I'm very excited about it.
Oh, that's awesome. We are too, and we'll definitely support you. I know my subscribers love you, so they'll subscribe too.
And I love the history lovers. Is that what you call them? That's what I call them.
What do you call them?
The history lovers.
I love that. I like to say like classes in session, like I give out detentions and 5-star.
I love detentions.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. But today she's actually coming to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta, because I feel like a terrible housewife historian because I haven't given any love to Atlanta since they dropped their trailer. I don't even really know anything that's going on except that Ralph and Drew are allegedly divorcing. That's a little messy. Okay. And so she's gonna update us. Take us to Atlanta, please.
Take us to, first of all, welcome to Atlanta, where the players play. Bravo actually did the thing, right? They gave the Housewives a proper photo shoot this year, and that was good. I like that they did it. So for those of you who don't know, last year the Peach holders of Atlanta actually got together and they paid for their own photographer and their own set because Bravo didn't give them new photos last year. So this year they did it. They had a whole rollout with Donald, who runs the social media and stuff from them over there. I did not really love the set. It kind of gave Beyonce Austin Powers said you gotta work it out. It was really 70s inspired, and I just like they looked beautiful. Everything was beautiful. It just wasn't the set that I personally would have chosen. I was like, you went with that. But they were cute. Candy gave big hair. It gave very much Donna Summers. Like, they played to the 70s feel of it. So that was cute. Atlanta had to pick back up production. So I guess Andy, Bravo, the people that B said, we'll never get caught in a situation like Robin ever again. It'll never come to the Patreon. So the Ralph Drew divorce 61-minute difference happened when they were done filming. All they had left to film was like little confessionals. And Bravo picked back up the cameras, and they were like,
no way.
We're going to get this. Yeah, so they rolled again. They did that, caught more confessionals, caught Drew, like, in time for, like, you can get some live raw reactions from her because it was in like that week. Like, the news came out and they were like, and go get the cameras.
You know, someone's cameraman's wife is like real pissed off. Like,
Of course, but they said get to it before they get to the Patreon, please. We can't have this happen to us twice. So that's going to be good and juicy. But with the Drew Ralph situation, there is this floating rumor that maybe Drew had a situationship with Mimi Fawcett's on again, off again partner. Mimi Fawcett is Love and Hip Hop, Stevie J's ex and baby's mother. So there's going to be some mess over there. Candy went from filming Atlanta into filming Queens of R&B back into filming Atlanta. So she pretty much filmed all of 2022, she said. So she was just tired. And so we are going to get a more raw, more boisterous Candy this season.
good.
And that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I like
There's
that.
part of me that doesn't want to see her go that low, but then there's part of me that's like, Candy, you better read into these girls. You better give them what they deserve, okay?
That is so. First of all, I can't believe. I feel like Drew and Ralph strategically did that. Like they probably
They
suffered
tried
with
to wait for
hating
the
each
cameras.
other. Yes. They had to suffer through filming with each other and pretending like they loved each other when really they were hating each other
To
and
keep it
counting
off
down.
camera, only for it to be on camera. Bravo said,
Wow, that's wild. That is wild.
That is wild. Well, the Bravo world has been wild lately. Allegedly. There was a blind item. I want to say Bravo and Cocktails is where I got it from. I want to say that that's like 90% true. But allegedly there was a blind item that Taylor does not like the way that this season is going for her. Taylor Armstrong doesn't like the way this season is going for her. And so she's got lawyers involved. And that is the alleged holdup for Orange County.
Wow.
I don't know if her lawyers are that strong. I don't know if that's how that works, but that's the story that's out there.
Well, I could add a side note. I'm pretty sure that her husband was her like divorce attorney or some kind of attorney that was involved like with Russell somehow, and that's who she ended up marrying. So I think she may or may not be married to an attorney.
Well,
which would make
allegedly
sense.
they're attorneying, and that's why we have no Orange County. And then something else was happening.
I wanted to ask you though, just about the basic cast of Atlanta. Like, who are we looking at? We're getting Marlo back full time. We have Candy full time. We have Sheree full time, and she's gonna bring her relationship. Is she bringing him on the show?
Martell.
Do we know?
Yeah. He's gonna be on the show.
Oh, okay.
Everybody from last season is back. So we have Drew, we have Sonia, we have Marlo, we have Sheree, we have Candy, we have Kenya.
Okay.
And then we have Manetta is an actual peach holder when she was a friend of last season, Manetta being Neo's ex-wife.
Oh, okay. I don't think I
they were never married.
Did we really see her last season? I don't remember her.
She was on the trip in Jamaica, and then remember Heath picked Drew up and got her on the bus. She wasn't in really a lot of drama, but she was in Blue Ridge and she was in Jamaica. So
okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I think was she Candy's friend? Wasn't she Candy's friend?
Yeah, she came on as Candy's friend.
Yeah, I liked
her husband's white. Heath is white.
I liked her. I like that decision because I liked her for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like
it seems like she's gonna give.
Yeah, she's not like flashy or anything like that. I don't know. There's just something about her that's interesting, and I like it, and I want to see more of it. So
yeah, I want to see more of it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then allegedly, Tamika Scott from Candy's group Escape has already been asked twice to join Atlanta, and she said no. So now I'm hoping that with her doing good on Queens of R&B and it being a story buzz, that maybe next season we could see her if,
Didn't her and her husband have their own reality show for a while? Didn't her and T.I. have a reality show for a while?
That's Tamika Harris. That's Tiny.
Oh, thank you.
And they did. There's two Tamikas.
Okay, thank
Tiny
you.
and then Tamika.
You
You're
could
like,
have my
no.
face. You saw my face. Like, what? Wait, I just made like a lot of boo boos. Like my head was like a Rolodex of like, oh shit.
You're like, no, 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 no. I saw this. I saw this.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
No, no, no.
oh shoot.
Tamika
Okay,
Scott and then Tamika Harris. Yeah.
perfect. Thank you for clearing that up because I would have definitely messed that up. The Sonia, what do you think about her? She's like the Olympian. She's competitive. I really, really love her husband. I don't know why. I love, love, love her husband. I love him.
Well, I am a Cowboys fan, so I cannot love her husband, as
That's
he is a
okay.
former
I don't
Giant.
want to share anyways. So
uh, no, but I love them. I love Sonya and Ross. I love Sonya's family. Sonya's family had a reality show on We some years ago. I think it was called like Gold to Glam. They did. I want to say they did 2 seasons, and I loved it. Loved it. I can tell you storylines and all of that. So for that, I was excited when she came to Atlanta. But I don't like Sonya as a housewife. I like in my friend groups, I say I feel like Sonya's too good for them. Like I would love to see Bravo give her and her family another family reality show, and I would watch that all day long. And I would argue you down that they could be up there with the Braxtons and the Kardashians. But I don't like her as a housewife.
mm, yeah,
It doesn't give, and
I
I don't want to see her do the things that have to make her be good as a housewife. I don't want that
yeah,
from her. And she
I
don't give it
agree
because
with
she's a
you.
commentator with NBC still for the sports.
Yeah, it's kind of like Wendy from Potomac. You know, you're a professor, you're a commentator, like you're involved in politics. You have a lot of influence. You know,
I'm like,
and
what are you doing over here?
yeah, because I like Wendy a lot now after last season. I'm like, I love Wendy. I am. I
Always been
love Wendy.
Team Wendy. I
Yeah.
feel like Sonya on Atlanta is almost like a step up from Kim Fields. Like Kim Fields she didn't want to be there. That was obvious. And
Woo!
she, again, I don't want to say too good for it because that's not even really what I mean. But it's
Mhm.
like typically the trope with the housewives has turned into this is the stepping stone to get to the places that they
Yeah.
aspire to be. Like the girls there want to be commentators and want to be producers and all that. And then Kim was already that. Same thing with Sonya. You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
kind of feels like hustling backwards.
Yes, it does. It does feel like that. I agree with you. And I don't even know backwards, just like a different genre. Like you're just like, I don't know. Kim Fields wasn't reality TV before she did Housewives, right? She was all like she
Not
was
at all.
very authentic
Yeah,
and
actor and then or
yes.
actress and then behind the camera heavy. That was
Yeah,
it.
she had a
Not
lot of
like that
like
was it like that. Accolades, yeah, like she was too decorated to be a housewife to me when I and nobody has hired me for casting,
right.
but when I look at like my perfect housewife, it's the Danielles and the Rachels of the world. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
not the Kim Fields of the world. It's not the Chrissy Teigens of the world. I want them to stop putting her name in that crap.
Ugh.
It's you might be decorated in your home in your coffee shop but then like nobody else knows, like, you know what I
Right.
mean, like that's the girl that I want. Like
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree with you. I love Kenya too, and I don't know what are I love her so much. And then I saw Portia on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip because I'm watching that and I'm gonna review it. But
me
I'm like,
too.
I don't know. I love Kenya so much, but I don't know what we're gonna see from her because I feel like Portia stood up to Kenya, and the other girls don't always do that. I feel like Sonya wants to
No,
stick
they're
up to.
scared of Kenya.
Yeah, they
They're
are.
scared of Kenya. They're scared of Kenya is, excuse me, Kenya is the Lisa Rinna of this franchise.
What? Take it
Yes,
back.
same archetype, same puppeteering abilities of the group.
Way prettier though, and smarter. She got
Oh,
her own business too.
yeah, that too. I'm talking about like the
Oh
archetype
yeah.
and the way that she has
Oh
control over the group. Like, you know what I mean? That group wouldn't cross Lisa Rinna. This group is not going to cross Kenya. If
yes.
I'll go if Kenya goes, I'll go if Rinna goes. Like, well, did you invite Rinna? Like, you know what I mean? Like, she's
Yes, you're
big
right.
dog on campus. You know what I mean?
You're right.
So there's that. But also, when you look like this
Deep breath.
season,
She
if
takes a
Kenya
deep
doesn't
breath.
give me something, I don't want to see her back on here. If she doesn't give me a storyline that is actually real and not bullying other people, first of all, what Kenya did to Portia and Tanya was gross.
Mm,
At the
mhm.
Bolo situation,
Oh yeah.
they covered the
Mhm.
cameras. They did all of the things. This was clearly not something they wanted to talk about on camera. And
Mhm.
you proceeded to not continue to bring up a topic, but continue to bring up a topic of a sexual manner that they did not want to talk about on camera. Like,
Mhm.
she had no other storyline. All of the fights, all of the stuff stemmed from that season, and it's been the same. What was her storyline last year? She didn't have one. The
I
one year
know.
before that, she was fighting with Drew. Her storyline is the drama, quite like Renna. And so I feel like if she's not going to give us anything, if we don't get anything out of her this year, I would like to see her
Yeah.
retirement papers.
Yeah. I mean, I love Kendra. She's given us great housewives. She's beautiful. She's given, I mean, she gave, I remember when they took the bus to her mom's house and knocked on the door,
She used
like,
to give.
yeah, I mean, I just don't think, I think after so long, you don't really got, she probably just don't have a whole, she got the baby. She's just busy. But I think, like, you got to know that's like another question. Like, I feel like when do they know when to retire? Like, does any housewife ever retire? Like, there should be like a 10-year unspoken rule. 10 years,
Thank
right?
you for giving me this platform and this opportunity to answer this question.
Please,
If you
please.
are a chit chatter and you were in my lives, then you already know what I'm getting ready to say. But I've been saying it. I feel like there should be a 7 season max on Housewives. And this is how the 7 seasons go. When you sign a contract, every housewife gets 5 seasons automatically. You sign a deal for 5 seasons, and I'll tell you why. Season one, you're not used to those cameras in your face, right?
Hmm.
So you are whatever you think you want to be on camera, whether that's authentic or fake or whatever, you do it. You see it, it happens, the reunion happens, you don't like it, you auto correct. So whatever you gave us in season one, season two is the exact opposite of it, unless you were well received. And
Hmm.
then in that case, you just kick it up a notch and it
Mm,
becomes like annoying, right?
yeah.
Season three, you start to mellow out. The fans finally fall where they like you, this, that, and the third. Season four and five, you should be able to ride your glory, give us your product, sell it, make some money outside of the housewives, right?
Hmm.
The other 2 seasons come based on, I guess you would say, analytics, right? How well the audience likes you. Like, are you a Vicky Gunvalson? You know what I mean? Are
Hmm.
you a Portia? Are you a Nene? In those cases, you get the extra 2 seasons just to kind of finish the story, make the audience, give them a little bit more, and then pack it up. You should have something after that 7 seasons. I consider the Housewives a trampoline. You should have bounced high enough on that trampoline to reach and get something out of that tree that can sustain you without the Housewives.
Hmm. I agree
And
with
then
you.
you go home.
Yeah. Like, Vicky, why are you still working at your own company? Sissy, like, you've been, what?
I
Why?
actually want her to stay at Coda. I want her to stay off of the Housewives. Go
Well,
away.
yes. I want her to travel and enjoy her life and be like, okay, I've made enough money. Like, I just want to enjoy my family and my kids and whatever,
That's
like,
it. And maybe somebody sees you at a restaurant and they know that you're Vicky Gunvalson and you take a nice picture with them. And that's cool.
exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. I do. I love Kenya. She's beautiful. I love her hair product. I hope she gives us something this season, but I don't know if she really will
You
or
love
not
her
because
hair
I don't
product.
know how much she really has to give. And I think, like you said, if they can have like one season, they could have a ton of stuff going on. And then the next season, they might not have anything. And that can be frustrating, I think. And a lot of times producers play these women like they basically let them do their job. Like, she's pushing the storyline along for producers, and the women are
For a
thankful
producer.
because they don't have to do it. you know Candy's grateful she doesn't have to do it. She's like, yes, please make Kenya do it. Like,
Kenya loves to do the producer's dirty work. But again, when you're so busy doing that dirty work, that becomes the storyline and you don't have to get anything. But also in the same way, this whole like pour my heart out type of content, it only works to a certain point because it's never going to be enough. You can pour your heart out and then somebody will be like, "Yay, give us more." well, I just spilled everything out. You know what I mean? It's the same thing
Mm-hmm.
with vloggers on people who've been vlogging for 15, 20 years now at this point. It gets to a point where there's nothing left to talk about, and or I want to keep this to myself. I don't want to talk about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
7 seasons, and you should have built something. Saved your coins, brought a bed and breakfast or something. I don't know.
Anything, please. Anything.
Anything. Become a model, become an actress, like launch the
Mm,
career, like the something should be done in 7 seasons.
sure. One last question about Atlanta. What do you think we're gonna get from an overall season? Are we gonna get like on a grading scale of A to F, A, B, C, D, F? Like, what do you think we're gonna get from Atlanta this year? What are you predicting?
I'm predicting a D. I'd be shocked if we got a C.
Okay.
Because I consider last season to be an F. And I don't see how we are going, like, we're not going F to A. Come on, you're cheating.
Yeah.
Somebody do
Yeah.
your homework.
You're right. You're definitely right about that. I mean, I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I know you're super busy. I just wanted to say one more thing.
No, you're
Are you
fine.
sure? Okay.
Yeah.
Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, the 4th season. Have you been watching? Did you watch it all?
I have. I'm caught up. I didn't watch the episode that aired today.
Me either.
But you know,
I'm on 2. I'm on like
real
episode
life.
2.
Like, you caught me, real life.
Right.
But I'm caught up to episode 3, and I like it. They make me want to go on vacation. It's I like the Peacock shows. I like what Peacock is doing with Miami, with what they. I think that's pop culture that does them, I believe.
Mhm.
I like what's going on with Ultimate Girls Trip. It's lighter. I don't
Yeah.
know when and how we got to a point pretty much across all franchises where we're talking about racism and sexism and homophobic stuff and
I know.
slurs and like and that is we have gotten too far into the wrong type of drama. And I want to come back to
Mhm.
arguing about whether or not I look like a marshmallow in my dress.
Mhm. Right, right, right. I really loved Portia. Like, it made me
Hmm.
miss Portia. I don't know why. She's one of those housewives that I don't there's something that's like interesting about her. I feel like she does seem a little bit more elevated, which surprised I think Portia pleasantly surprised me because she must be very happy and things must be well because she was in a
She does seem
she's very
happy.
happy. She's very bubbly. She's cracking jokes. She is like, being very and like way more nicer, more nice than we've ever seen her on her own show, I think
I
personally.
agree. I
And I
agree.
love her now.
I think that's love.
Yes.
I think she got some good in her life, you know. Uh, and also, I have never thought that Portia is as uneducated as she plays to the cameras to be. I've always felt like that was the Salt Bay of it all.
Hmm.
Just simply by the spaces that she occupies, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And who her ex-husband was, like, you know what I mean? Portia is far from stupid. And
Right.
I feel like a little bit in this Ultimate Girls Trip, we got to see some of
Hmm.
that. Whereas Atlanta producers are never going to not roll the clip of having the days wrong in the year. They're never not going to roll the clip of the Underground Railroad being a real train. They're
Hmm.
never going to not roll the clip of anything stupid that she said in her past
Hmm.
or the fight with Kenya. No, she could be back on Atlanta talking about picking out her wedding dress, and production and editing would find a way to put those old clips back in there. So to a certain degree, I feel like Atlanta holds her hostage to her past. And I just don't think she's that person.
Yeah. I agree with you. I mean, I definitely think Bravo, they love to like bring up throw shade. I mean, we producers do a lot of things I don't think that we always realize that they're doing. And
Right.
a lot of people are talking about like this voiceover over New Jersey's episode on Tuesday. Did you notice that or no? Like it seemed like
No.
a couple of people mentioned
Where
they
at
felt
though?
I don't know. They mentioned that they felt like the audio and the like it was like almost felt like kind of like sped up or something. Like it didn't like meet like the mouth. I don't know. They just said
In what scene though?
I think the whole episode. There was like someone that was like a producer, like a big time producer, and she like tweeted about it, like I think, or commented
I have
about
to go
it.
look into that because
Yeah,
I didn't see, I
yeah,
didn't notice. I watch it in real time, so
yeah.
but I didn't catch anything. And my husband was watching it with me, and he watches
Mm-hmm.
because he produces everything that I do, my lights and my background and my everything. So
I
like
love
he'll
that.
have like one ear in, but he's looking to see. He watches how they edit and where the
I
clips
love
cut, and
that.
he didn't say anything.
Well, then maybe there. I had like a couple
I'm
of
gonna
DMs
go
about it,
listen.
and then so like I said, somebody
Really?
screenshot me. I have so many messages, unfortunately, but
I know you do.
I
But
feel
send
bad.
that over to me. I want to see it.
Yeah, I will. I definitely will. So yeah, we got Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I want to ask you really quickly, what did you think of
Mhm.
Leah? Leah was really upset because Heather like said we should get Leah drunk, and Leah said Heather read her book and she felt like it was kind of like sabotage ish of Heather to say like let's get Leah drunk.
It was. I do not like Leah McSweeney. I am very sad that she is on my screen again. However, what Heather did was wrong. Dare I even say an HR offense? Like there should be a write up of some sort because it's one thing to say, for example, my dad doesn't drink. He'll drink on vacation or on a special family occasion like Christmas, New Year's Eve or whatever. But on a Tuesday, he's not having a glass of wine or a drink or anything with
Right.
dinner, right? Because he doesn't drink, when he does, me and my sister always try to push him to his limit because he doesn't typically get that loose, right? But he does not have a problem, nor has he voiced, hey, I don't do this because when I do this, my life spirals this, that, and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leah has. Heather read the book. Heather knew she was on a sobriety journey, not just a I don't think I'm drinking, not a drinking hiatus, right? Not like a what is it, a sober October or whatever people
Right.
do. It wasn't that. You knew this girl has done the steps and all of that, and you still said, I'm going to try and get her drunk, right? And then in the same breath goes, ha ha ha, I know because I read your book. You think that my life is a joke, and this is really an issue. This is alcoholism. This is like a monkey on my back. This is something that I'll never be cured of. It's something that I'll always be working at. And you really think that that's a joke. You're a
Mm-hmm.
disgusting person, and I'm scared of you.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Heather turned like people saw that and they like did not like that because Heather or Leah was like 9 years sober when she I didn't put
Oh no. I
no
was
there's
like,
that
oh, let
she
me
was
finish
9
for
years
you.
when she oh sorry are you there
Yeah, I'm here. You
my
just went
audio
black, and I was gonna pick up your
oh
sentence,
okay
and you
oh
came back.
sorry
You're fine.
I was like 9 years sober when she show. Like she almost, I would say, like had a relapse kind of when she filmed because she started drinking or like, but
She
she had been
did.
sober for like 9 years.
And the first time
Mhm.
we saw her
Mhm.
drink,
Yeah.
it was so obviously an issue. Like the first time we saw Leah get drunk, I was like, "Oh, this isn't fun." Like she was throwing tiki torches. Are we serious? Like she was
Yes.
throwing
Yes.
fire, like and destroying
Mhm.
somebody's house. It was so clear that that woman should not have alcohol in her system, and I didn't even know she had been sober for 9 years at that time.
Mhm.
So, and I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm not in front of her. I just watched it on TV and I haven't
Right.
read her book, so I can only imagine that her book was even more detailed than that one scene of the tiki torches. And you're telling me that you
Mhm.
ingested that, and as a mom and as a woman, your answer to that was still, "I want to see her drunk."
I know. I know. I know. I know. I know.
And not just drunk, but that's her lowest. That's her. You
Right.
want to see somebody at their lowest. Could you
Right.
imagine thinking what your lowest is, Heather, and then somebody being like, "I want to see you like that." Like,
Yeah.
I'm scared.
She
Remember
said,
that show
"Oh,
on remember that show on Nickelodeon, RHOA Monsters?
yeah." I remember. Are you afraid of the dark?
Are
Are
you
you
afraid
afraid
of
of
the
the dark?
dark and RHOA Monsters? Literally, yes, to Heather. That is
Yeah,
funny.
I think you're right. I agree with you 100%. I was pretty shocked at that because she messed up there. She already wasn't doing very good to begin with. And then
No, she was
there that came along.
sinking from the very beginning. And then she
I
did that, and
know.
I was like, okay, bye. Gross. Like,
What
that is just
so
gross.
we're looking forward to Atlanta, and then are we? Is there going to be anything viewing with Atlanta? I don't think so. I think the next one after that would be Beverly Hills. Correct? We'll have Atlanta and
We're
Beverly
looking for,
Hills.
well, Atlanta, it would be Atlanta, Orange County, because we're still waiting
Oh
on Orange
yes,
County.
yes, yes.
And then Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And then we've also got the summer house, the all black summer house in Martha's Vineyard. I cannot
Mm.
wait. That'll be my first summer house
Mm.
to ever even watch. And
Okay. Me
so
too. Actually, I had no
I'm very
idea.
excited. Yeah, I
Yeah.
found out when the Atlanta trailer dropped, and I was like, oh, add this to the list.
Write it on your calendar.
Period. So I'll be
Take a
watching
picture
that.
of it.
And then that's it. You know, the
Yeah.
regular TV and stuff. I don't know when I have time to
Aw.
watch all this TV. I'm surprised myself that I'm even caught up.
I know.
Like,
I
when
know.
did I
It's
do
hard.
that?
It's so hard. It's been busy out here. It's like World War III in the streets of Instagram. It's bloody. Like
No,
you got to
no,
go
it's bloody. It's messy. There are little massacres and battles happening.
take a helmet, take a shield, wear a
Yes,
hazmat suit. Like it's bad out
do
there.
it's wild out there. It
I
is
know.
wild
I know.
out there in those streets. But
So
I
crazy.
always say, for me, I don't do deep dives. I don't want anybody coming and turning over stones in my life with no context. So I won't do it to somebody else. I don't do deep dives. I talk about what you put on the show and what you put on your social media. And if you don't
I
want me
love
to have
that.
an opinion about what you put on the show and what you put on social media, then tough cookies.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
but that is like, that's like, this is my vow. Like, you know what I mean? That's as far
Mhm.
as I'm going. I did one deep dive, and it was Diana Jenkins, but it was about her book,
Oh well. Okay.
in Beverly Hills. And I was
I
like, no,
was.
we're talking about this. And it wasn't even a deep dive. It was NT Lawyer's blind
Oh
items from Crazy Days and Nights. And I was kind of just reading them on a TikTok.
yeah.
But even that, I was like, this is a lot of work for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Research papers
Um.
come with degrees and better jobs. So no.
That is yeah, that's crazy. NT Lawyer, he has a lot of good blind items. There's a TikToker that reads his blind items too. She does.
I
I like her work.
love
Hmm.
Kyle. You want
Yes.
more? I'll give you more.
Yes.
I love Kyle.
Yes, I love
And but
her.
then NT Lawyer has a TikTok now, kind of like Dumois. And so he reads them like in, one of the little
Too.
filter voices with just kind of a picture on the screen. And I'm always like, yes, NT Lawyer, tell me more.
I know. I love him. I don't know who he is, but he does an amazing job.
I don't know. And then I love the blind items that say that it's actually Robert Downey Jr. Have you seen those?
Yes.
I love
Yes.
them. Oh my God. Like, I'm a
Amazing.
90s baby. Like, I'm an early internet girl. So I love the blind items and the like community chat boards.
Yes, that's where it's at though, I promise. Like
I love
everyone loves blind items. Everyone loves blind items, honestly.
it. And I
Um
love when they add up
yes, I know. I think so
and it
too
happens
because
in
I'm
real
like,
life.
"See, I
And I'm like,
told you guys that,
NT Lawyer
they're
said
right
it.
sometimes." Like he is right. He knows what he's talking about. Trust me.
Yes.
But that is so funny. Thank you so much for coming on and talking with us today. We really
Thank
appreciate
you
all of your
for
input. Yeah, and bringing
having
us up on Atlanta. We appreciate that. Make sure to tell
me.
the guys where everyone can find you again.
You can find me, Housewives and Chitchat, on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, elmirasaki.com. You can just kind of get all the goings ons that I have and, like, up to date stuff, like when the podcast and stuff is announced, that'll be there. But those two places will get you to where I be
Everything.
at.
Whatever you need from
And
her.
then you can watch The Real Housewives Rewind on YouTube, Monsters and Critics on YouTube. You can just type in The Real Housewives Rewind in your search bar and you will get us. We drop 2 episodes a week, so Monday and Wednesdays. And we talk about the shows that aired the day before. So Sunday, right now it's Queens of R&B. It will be Atlanta. And then Wednesday's episode is Jersey, and then whatever takes Jersey's spot when the reunion happens.
Awesome. I love that. You
Yeah,
guys should go check out that page. It was really good. I don't
you
know why
should.
it had never, the algorithm didn't send it to me for some reason, which is weird. Because
Really?
yeah, I don't know why, but I was like,
No,
how have I not
it's
seen
still
this?
new. We're still working on it. I'm not really a YouTube girl, so I'm working on, like, you know, doing
I
the
know.
things and putting the hashtags to get it to where it's supposed to be on YouTube, but it's there.
It's growing. It's doing good.
It
She's doing
is.
amazing.
She's
Yes,
chugging
she
along. I'm
is.
proud of her. Thank
Make
you,
sure you guys
Lindsay.
go. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. My
No,
audio
I
was
was just saying
behind.
thank you.
Yeah, of course. But I want you guys to make sure that you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Go like her videos. Check out her Instagram and YouTube. She has great content. So funny, always chatty, always in a good mood. So, like, always an uplifter if that's where you want to go for an uplift on Housewives. If you're tired of getting hacked up in the streets, like, go, you can go check her out because she's really
Some of the
funny.
lighter side of
She'll make,
Bravo. Yes, I like
yeah,
that.
she'll
Thank
remind you
you.
why you're a Bravo fan again. I swear.
Oh, I like that.
Of
The housewife
course,
crew that will
yes.
remind you why you're a housewife fan. Ah,
I might have just gave you something there. We'll see.
you
Well, I don't.
did. You did.
Yes, I can see it in your head. All right, guys. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much again, and we will chat soon. Bye.